Good evening, ma'am. My name is Deborah Nyarpakasam from class DTK2A. My card matric is 15DTK20F 2014. Okay, today I'm going to present about my practical work for experiment A, which is asynchronous up counter, and experiment B, asynchronous down counter. So I'm start with the experiment A, asynchronous up counter. So this is my circuit. In this circuit, I have put two dual JK flip-flop, which is IC 7473, and I've put two slide switch, two push button, and four types of LED, which is red color, white color, blue color, and yellow color. I have insert the 8 resistor. The 4 resistor is 10 kilo ohm, another 4 is 1 kilo ohm. Two resistor will be under the slide switch, another 2 will be under the push button. And the the 4 resistor, which is 1 kilo ohm, I put under the each of the LED. Why we put 1 kilo ohm for the resistor under the LED? Because we just want to prevent the LED from explode. So as per said in the lab sheet, so I'm going to continue with the experiment A. So this is the figure for the experiment A. So in this lab sheet, they will tell to connect the circuit in figure 1 by using IC 7473. So I'm done connect the circuit as per said in the figure 1. So they said switch on power supply. Okay, I've done it. So set the input switch into on position. Okay, I have on it, and now I'm going to start simulation. It is. So I'm going to show my output table for experiment A, asynchronous up counter. So I'm going to start simulation first. Okay, before that, I'm going to explain about the asynchronous up counter. For this, the clock will be increase by increase. So it will be keep rotation. If 0 is 1, 2, 3, like that. So it will be increase. Okay. So I've on the start simulation. So at first 0. So it's 0. So none of the LED will light up. So I'm going to start with the 1, 2, 3, 4 and more. So I'm going to push the clock, which is 1. So okay, the A is light up, which is A1, and then I'm press another time, number 2. So B1, number 3, BA and A1 and B1, number 4 C1, okay, number 5 which is A1 and C1. Then I press number 6 A1 B1 C1, B1 C1, and then I go for the 7th procedure, which is A1 B1 C1, and then I go for the 8th. It is D1. Okay, 9 is A1 and D1, and then go for the 10th. Okay, I'm A1 B1 D1, and I go for the 12th C1 and D1, and I go for the 13th step and A1 C1 D1, and I go for the 14th step B1 C1 D1, and then 15, which is all will be light up. A1 B1 C1 D1, and then last and no will be lighten up. So all will be A0 B0 C0 D0. So this is the result from my experiment A, asynchronous up counter. Okay, now I'm going to the experiment B. Okay, experiment B, asynchronous down counter. Okay, I'm going to explain about the asynchronous down counter. The asynchronous counter will be like a decreasing amount, which is first it will be increase, then it will be decrease, it will be rotation. Okay. So this is the figure for the asynchronous down counter 16, which is experiment B. Okay, in this experiment I've used two dual JK flip-flop float 2. Okay, now I'm going to continue with the experiment B, asynchronous down counter. Sorry ma'am, the before that there was loading, there will be error, so sorry about that. Okay, now I'm going to continue with the experiment B. So in as per lab sheet say, the connect the circuit in figure 2 by using IC 7473. I have connect all the circuit. Okay, before that I'm going to explain, I'm going to tell about what I'm used in this experiment B. Okay, in this experiment B, I have used two dual JK flip-flop, and then two slide switch, two push button, and four different colors of LED, which is LED A, LED B, and LED C. Okay, and then I have used four resistor, 8 resistor, which is 4 will be 10 kilo ohm and another 4 will be 1 kilo ohm. The two resistor which is 10 kilo ohm will be under the switch, and other two resistor which is 10 kilo ohm will be under the push button, and the other 4 which is 1 kilo ohm that will be under the LED. So, as per said in the lab sheet, I have switched on power supply and I set up all these things, and I'm going to start simulation first. Okay, I'm going to show my output table. Okay, this is my output table. Alright. Okay, I'm going to start with the, okay, 0, so which is I didn't press the clock button, so the LED, the 4 LED will be not lighten up. Okay, I'm start with the 1. I press 1. Okay, now all LED will be lighten up, and then I go for the next B1 C1 D1, and then go for the third A1 C1 D1, and go for the fourth C1 D1, and go for the fifth A1 B1 D1, go for the sixth B1 and D1, I go for the seventh A1 D1, and I go for the 8th D1, and I go for the 9th step A1 B1 C1, go for the 10th B1 C1, and I go for the 11th A1 C1, and I go for the 12th C1, 13 A1 B1, 14 B1, and 15 will be A1. Okay, at last the none of the LED will be lighten up, so this is the decreasing amount of the asynchronous down counter. So that's all from me, ma'am. Thank you for hearing up the presentation. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken in the center of the presentations. That's all from me, ma'am. Thank you so much. I hope you will be understand my presentation. So that's all from me. Thank you.